You want it? You want it? Look at that face. Are you ready? Go get it. Bring it here, Sherm. Sherman is now a year and a half old, and he hasn't settled down any. Now, a lot of people say, and a lot of them are, a lot of bulldogs they're lazy dogs. They do sleep a lot. Um, I've seen people, like we're members of the Toronto English Bulldog Club, I've seen people ask questions on there, new people. Oh, my dog slept 18 hours, is there something wrong with him? And people basically just laugh. And they're like, yeah, why didn't he sleep 20? But Sherman is a very active bulldog. Um, Non-stop, all day long. Some days he's a typical bulldog, he just sleeps a lot. But for the most part, like, he's very active. He's not like a fat bulldog, he's all muscle. All muscle. Last time we weighed him at the vets, he was 60 pounds. Um, Sometimes it's hard to tell by looking at him. When you lift him up, you can feel every bit of the 60 pounds. But it's all muscle. It's not fat anywhere. And also for a bulldog, like, he is very agile. He jumps. The one day I was out walking him and we come up to a park bench and he jumped right over the park bench for whatever reason. Like from the back of the park bench over to the front on the ground, he jumped over it. There was no need for it, he just did it. And it was actually kind of hilarious. But this is what my day's like. He's got all sorts of toys. This is one of his chew balls that he loves to play with. And he does play catch, or fetch, when he actually lets go of the ball when he brings it back. As you can see, it's a big fight to get it from him. Come on, Sherman, drop it. We take him to the dog park on the weekends, and we'll be there for a couple hours, and he just runs non-stop. Non-stop running. And obviously he's not as fast as a lot of the bigger dogs with long legs, but holy crap, can he run. Like, when we throw the ball and he goes after it, he's just like full tilt. He's been interesting. There are a lot of days where he just drives me right up the wall where I wish I never even owned him. Like, let's be honest here, he gets on my nerves. But I've had worse dogs, I guess. Not much. Very, very stubborn. Very stubborn dog. Oh, he's focused. All right, you want to go get it? You want to go get it? Last night we were throwing the ball and he actually caught it in the air first try. It was pretty cool, but he couldn't do it again. So it was just luck. Come on, old man, get up here. I know I haven't done a video on him in a while, so I figured I'd give you kind of an update on Sherman. He'll probably, in about 10 minutes or so, he'll probably lay down and go to sleep. So stubborn. When it's time to go outside, he'll run and hide someplace where I can't get him. And then it's a big, big deal to get him to go outside. Look at those face. Look at that face. Hey, fatty, look at that face. Okay, you ready? Go get it. Yeah, it's well, pretty much all the time, it's a major deal to get him to go outside. And then, like, once you get him outside, he barely gets out the door and he goes to the washroom. So you know he had to go. So I don't know, maybe that's the laziness part of the bulldog coming out in him, but... Hey, Sherman. Hey, Sherman. Let go. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. Again, he's only a year and a half old, so we haven't had any of the major bulldog health issues with him. He's been very, very healthy. Look how wide that front end is. He's a little tank. That's why we named him Sherman. Named him Sherman after the Sherman tank. He's got huge paws. Huge paws. Well, Sherman, is there anything you want to say? Shermy. Is there anything you want to say, or you just want to play with the ball? I don't know if you can see it. He's still chewing up my arm pretty good. These are all well, there he goes now. He grabs my hand and is like, come here. But like he scratched, my arm is like all scratched up from him. He's very friendly, but he's like aggressive friendly. Everybody in the building absolutely loves him. He's like very friendly with everybody, even other dogs. We haven't had, the whole time we've been taking him out and socializing him, we've only had 2 issues. I think it was the first or second time we took him to an English Bulldog Club meetup at an indoor dog park, and there was an older bulldog that was walking around exerting his authority. And Sherman, we were sitting on the bench, and Sherman was just sitting there in front of us, and he was only about 6 or 7 months old at the time. And that dog come up, and Sherman fought him. Like he didn't back down. We got in between and separated him, but Sherman didn't back down from him at all. Didn't back down from him at all. He went right at the old fella. Pretty much told him, "You ain't gonna bully me around, pal." And then there was a couple weeks ago, we were at a dog park. Well, no, maybe it was like 2 months ago now. And there was one dog that kept bugging Sherman, and Sherman kept walking away from him. And finally, Sherman had enough and gave him the double snap that dogs do. They go like a double bite, and that dog took off. He knew then that Sherman meant business. So, but that was the only 2 issues we ever had. And he didn't start anything. He was just defending himself and his space. So it's been a good. That way, he's been a good dog for sure. Would I ever get another bulldog? Probably not. I'd never get rid of this guy, but I would, if, when his time comes, I won't get another bulldog. Now, you ask my wife, and she'd have a different opinion. But this is how he acts with me all day long. He'll bring this ball up, he'll jump up on me and literally punch me in the face with that ball. It's got spikes all over it. It hurts. And then, like, as soon as my wife gets home from work and she sits right here, he jumps up on the couch, lays down in her lap, and goes to sleep, and he'll stay there all night. Pretends he's a good boy, but he's not. He's a bad dog. He's a bad dog, aren't you? You're a bad dog. Arr, arr, arr. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. There's how I'm all scratched up. He'll put his paw on mine, or on my arm, and like pull me in and say, "Come on, let's play." Now we try and keep his nails trimmed. Now you can only trim them so much. You can't take them right down. But when my brother and I did it, it was like a cage match wrestling this dog to do his nails. And then the last time we had it done at the vet, there was 3 of us that had to hold him. He was having none of it. Which is surprising, because the first couple times we got him done at like a pet stores and stuff, he's good. He just stood there, they clip, done. So, I don't know, maybe one of the times when we took him to the groomers, maybe they hurt him. And ever since then he doesn't like having his nails done. I'm just guessing, I don't know. Maybe he's just becoming a stubborn old bulldog. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. The breeders bred his parents again, and they had another litter, so he's got more brothers and sisters, full bloodlines. They're happy with his bloodline, so these breeders, they have probably 10 bulldogs, not including pups. I don't know how they could sleep at night with all the snoring for the 10 of them. There's been a few occasions. Sherman wakes me up with his snoring. He snores so loud, it wakes me up. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he wants to wrestle. He'll wrestle like this for about a half hour and then all of a sudden sleep. Half hour, sleep for 10 minutes. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. It's hilarious when I take him outside. Sometimes when he's in his mood, he'll find something just to be afraid of. Last night I was taking him out, And I went to get on the elevator to come downstairs, to go downstairs, and as the doors opened, there was a lady on there with one of those teacup chihuahuas. And Sherman was like, "Nope." He just laid down in the hallway and planted his heels and would not let me drag him into the elevator. He was scared to death of that little dog. But he actually has a history of that. He doesn't like the small dogs. The one time we were at the dog park, some lady came in with 2 chihuahuas, and Sherman put the run to them, chased them right out to their car. I'm like, oh crap. And by the time I caught Sherman, I put his leash on, and we just went to the car and left. We were too embarrassed. I was like, Sherman's a bad boy. But the funny thing is, like those real small dogs, if they bark at him, he'll run. Like he'll get scared and run away from them. But he wrestles. He loves to wrestle with other dogs. We got one fella here has a Cane Corso Pit Bull Cross. That thing's a monster. And they just, both of these dogs, they absolutely love each other. Every time they see each other outside, it's like a full-on wrestling match. The same with another guy here has a Doberman. Sherman loves to wrestle with the big dogs. He loves that Doberman too. Anyways, my camera battery's dead. I just wanted to give you guys an update on Sherman because we haven't done a video on him in a long time. So we'll get this posted. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, anybody who actually watches my videos, if any of you guys are hockey fans, what do you think of me doing hockey-related videos, like talking about the NHL games and stuff? If that's something you'd be interested in watching, just leave a comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Say bye, Sherman. Sherman, say bye. Say bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Oh, oh.